At the end of the day, it's all about freedom.
People who say this would be the first time we ever default, absolutely wrong. We've defaulted in a massive way already. It would not be the first time we default. All the people who say they want a balanced budget are full of shit, because they could have a balanced budget immediately by just not raising the debt ceiling. And the third thing is that everybody who says they want a much smaller government, which would include pretty much everybody on the Republican side, well, this is how you get it. This is the way you get it. I mean, look, here's what would happen if we defaulted on our debt. Countries wouldn't lend us money anymore, right? This is essentially what happened, because they would see that we just defaulted to the last people we owed money to.
Right. Like, what happens if you default on a credit card?
Right.
Yeah.
They're not going to give you any more money.
Right.
So, we could go, there's different procedures. You go into some type of international bankruptcy or something like that. We could make an offer. I mean, it's not even really making an offer, because America is the giant superpower of the world. So we could basically just say to them, look, we're going to pay you X amount on the dollar.
Right.
Maybe
settle.
50 cents on the dollar, whatever it is. Who knows exactly what we could pay. Maybe less than that, and we would just say that, and they would just have to eat it, because what are they going to do? I mean, we still have a huge military. What are you going to do? Come take it from us? This is the deal. Yeah. We're defaulting on the debt. But what would happen is it would be very hard to borrow any money in the future. So we wouldn't be able to borrow money in the future. But if you want a much smaller government, that's a good thing. If you're saying you don't like the debt, then the solution would be to default on the debt, and then we wouldn't be able to go any further into debt.
So
I mean, it's that simple. So when you say right away, what it would force us to do, okay, if we were in this position where you go, I mean, I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but if there's a thing, we take in a couple $1 trillion a year in tax revenue, and we're spending whatever. Far more than that. We're spending, $600-700 billion more than what we take in. So right away, we would go, oh, shoot, we got to cut some money out of this federal budget. Where can we cut? What do we actually need? What do we not need? And that would force us to immediately start to shrink the size and scope of government.
See, I think you're thinking too rationally, though.
Right. Then we would have to actually figure out what people are going to be more upset by than other cuts, and we would not just be passing more debt on to our children. So instead of, saying our kids are going to pay for our current consumption, we'd actually have to make some tough choices and start